we will just get into the meat of our episode here, which is episode 10 of Nippon Sangoku. After the execution of Hei, Wajima strictly enforced military law and instituted a military council and devised a new plan to destroy the Yamato army called the Winter General Strategy. The plan is for the Sei 1st Division to surround Fukui Reihoku Castle and begin assault on Ryumon's forces, and Wajima will lead the 50,000 soldier main force to Daishoji and attack Nagamine's isolated army of 30,000. One of Hei's sons predicts if that happens, then Yamato will send reinforcements of over 100,000, led by Denki, and they will chase Wajima's forces back while Wajima burns towns and retreats, with civilians drawing the Yamato army back to the Sei capital of Seido and get them stuck in that region's cold and snowy weather, and after their supplies run out and morale is low, they will attack. And Wajima said she wavered once, but not again.
Yeah, but also, nani the fuck, dog, because you said that you're going to run back to your capital and burn and pillage along the way. Dog, that's your area. What are you talking about?
Well, I think once they get into their area, they're going to stop doing that. But basically, they're just going to fuck up Yamato as much as possible on their way back.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I wonder if Hei would have made a plan like this. Maybe it's because, like, you have his sons who obviously aren't as good as strategists as their dad, who was like 25 years the elder to these kids.
Yeah.
But are you just assuming that Yamato doesn't understand the climate of the other nations, and you assume they're just going to run into like a blizzard and then just freeze to death like you're attacking Russia or something like that?
Right. It was kind of not a great idea, in my opinion.
It didn't really make too much sense to me. But I mean, I guess like if you have 100,000 soldiers chasing after you, I mean, I guess it makes sense. But I don't know. I thought the plan was kind of like sus when they explained it.
I don't think she's going to do a good job. I think she's too worried right now about like being the strongest, and she's going to make some mistakes here in the near future.
Yeah, I think the death of Hei kind of marked the fall of this Sei invasion and dictatorship.
I think so. Mm-hmm. But when Kaku wakes up, everything's going to be great.
Yeah, he'll wake up for sure.
He's going to do so good.
Yeah, 100%.
He's going to have such a great day. He's going to wake up and he's going to be like, oh man, it's my birthday.
Yeah, he's going to wake up and he's like, oh man, I was just really drunk and I walked home in the darkness, but then I walked into the light because the sunset arose, and then I returned to my residence and dreamed sweet dreams of nothing.
I don't think I had dreams last night. My brain was swimming in a pool of fucking tequila. Oh. So, yeah. Maybe I'm not drinking for a while.
But it cuts to Fukui Reihoku Castle, and wounded Ryumon goes to ask the doctor how Kaku is doing. And Kaku is all fucked up, and the doctor is like, it's all these meds he was taking, and he got them from some back alley doctor and are all way over the prescribed dose. Kaku has always suffered from illness, and the drugs plus the campaign has led to respiratory failure. And Ryumon is like, is it going to make it, doc? And the doctor is like, fuck yeah, I'm a doctor. And Ryumon says the war is dire and we need Kaku to win. And Ryumon is like, live, Kaku, so you can see how their plan of entrusting Aoteru will shape the country's fate.
I don't think Kaku makes it to episode 12.
He might make it to episode 12, but I don't think he's making it to season 2.
No.
Which has already been announced, by the way.
Yes, I did see that. I'm glad that this show is getting a season 2. I'm glad this show is doing well enough that they were like, before it even ends, they're like, announce. Because that's like the level of like JJK.
Yeah, normally they wait until the season ends before they announce a season 2. Marriage Toxin is already season 2 greenlit, so.
Oh, great. So glad. What a great show.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. Have to keep moving.
We don't have to do that.
We just have to keep going like Kaku.
Yes.
And we can see how their plan of entrusting marriage toxin to us will shape the country's fate.
Okay.
But it cuts to Aoteru and the Osaka Palace, and some Taira are like, what are you doing? And Aoteru says he wants to talk to the emperor. But they're like, nah, he's sleeping, go away. And Aoteru is like, nope, word from the front line came and he's got a report. And they're like, don't care. But Aoteru is like, well, I'm here to talk about reinforcements. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I wasn't fucking clear. You're trash. But I could arrange something if you pay up, you know what I mean? Aoteru goes into suck up mode, which is a throwback to episode 2. But he's like, no official request for reinforcements was issued, but you guys somehow knew about it. And then they detain Aoteru, and they're like, we have orders from Denki to punish anyone as dumb as you. Any objections? And Aoteru is like, nope, sounds good. Only if I truly deserve to be charged with disrespect. And I come on behalf of all the Borderland Corps. And do you think the Emperor is that dumb to take a night's rest over the fate of the nation? And if word of reinforcements have already been requested, then why haven't any been sent yet? And if I take your bribe for a petition, the earliest he would see it is tomorrow morning. And if something with the war happens by then, we'll all know it was you who was guilty of disrespect. But then Denki rolls up and is like, hey, you loser, sheathe your swords within 2 seconds. And they all do. And Denki is like, sorry, they're Imperial Guards. Always on edge, you know what I mean? And Aoteru is like, yep, they were only doing their duty. Denki is like, I heard what you were saying, and I remember you. You rose up pretty fast. But Aoteru recalls the trail of blood from Saki, and Aoteru is like, today marks 3 years in 3 months since my wife died. And Denki is like, cool story.
Yeah, sick, dude.
I just heard news from the front about reinforcements too, so I came for an audience as well. You want to come with me? And Aoteru is like, fuck yeah. And Denki is like, kill that guard dude in 2 seconds. And then he instantly gets beheaded. And he's like, his charges were the same as your wife's, Aoteru. Peace sign.
Wild. Denki is a monster. Like, that guy sucked. Don't get me wrong. But, like, Denki's just like, yeah, cool story. We're going to kill that guy. Like, we killed your wife.
I think he did it more of a flex to like Aoteru because he's like, oh yeah, 100%. Dude, I killed your wife. I killed this guy just like your wife. Like, hey, you remember me?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
But Aoteru is in the waiting room and recalling Denki's responsibility for his wife's death and then gets summoned to the Imperial Hall and he bows and requests a meeting with the Emperor as Denki is just chilling on the stairs with the Emp. But it cuts to Tsune. And he's second guessing if Aoteru could get a meeting with the Emperor, and if he requests reinforcements, then they'll send Denki, and Numon will die. And Kaku must have entrusted Aoteru with some sort of plan before they left. And if Aoteru somehow does get an audience, then there's no way he would be able to sway him. A lady soldier rolls in and is like, Tsune, your horse is ready, and we'll prepare provisions. But Tsune is making his own onigiri, and he's like, no, I'm good on provisions. And she's like, well, what about all those ladies you were going to bang tonight? And he's just like, oh, yeah, I guess just reschedule them for later, I guess. Tsune is like, wait a second. I just said I don't think he would get an audience, so why am I listening to Aoteru to head to Fukui? Do I actually believe he's going to pull this off? Well, you believed in me for this mission, so I'll believe in you, Aoteru. And then he doesn't bang anyone.
Yeah, what the hell, man? Tsune, he was going to have the best time.
You know, just an average night in the life of Tsune, which is similar to DJ Montague.
No.
Just drinking and ladies and riding horses, preparing onigiri. That's all the stuff that DJ Montague does on a nightly basis. I do want some
onigiri. I have put the zojirushi to good use. I have made some fried rice. I got a wok, and I got some dark soy and some MSG. And I've been putting MSG on fucking everything. It's so good.
You can make onigiri. It's really easy.
Yeah, I plan to try. That's the next one of many plans.
The triangle technique takes a little bit of practice, but be sure your hands are moistened when you handle the rice so it doesn't stick to your hands. Also, when you do it, how I was taught by a Japanese mother of a friend of mine, you want to basically take a little bit of water and then rub it on your hands, and then you want to take salt and then put the salt on your hands. So while you're forming the rice, the salt is transferring from your hands to the rice. Because you don't want to like salt it after you formed it because it'll be uneven. But if you're forming it with the salt on your hands, then you're going to get salt, uniformly through the onigiri as a whole.
Dude,
So.
look at us. Not only do you come here for anime, but you come here for knowledge. Greg's mastery of all Japanese culture here on display, teaching you something every single day.
That is not true. I actually just embarrassed myself like Frog Girl because I was just trying to tell the foremost Japanese subject matter expert himself how to make something as simple as onigiri, a snack that he has made since his childhood growing up in Japan.
No, that never happened. I've never even been to Japan.
But it cuts back to Aoteru, and the Emperor is just asleep in his chair. And Denki is like, okay.
I did take the most important screenshot. They are some of the few who can actually satisfy me. Sune says that too. And he's sad. He's like, oh man, I gotta let these hoes go.
I was afraid he was gonna bang the lady soldier that came in to report. He's like, you, come over here. I gotta call off the other ladies, but I need my fix.
I need to still full bus domain expansion all over the place. And you're here.
Sune was doing the same thing, right? So in this picture, he has that saucer of water, and that's what he was using before he formed his onigiri. And you can see in the show itself, actually, he moistened his hands, and then he sprinkled the salt on his hands, too.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that.
So, yeah, he was doing it right.
Fucking killing it.
But Denki is like, okay, you have 30 minutes. And Denki is like, wake the fuck up. Aoteru is the one that came up with the farmer soldier plan. And the Emperor is like, oh shit, that's sick. But Denki is like, even with our front lines, our Yamato women and kids are in danger. And as Sei moved through, they've all been R-worded and killed. And I can speak from experience because my son, Tonotsugu, was shot by Sei. And my wife and I have sleepless, restless nights about our son and those Sei barbarians. So, who do you think is responsible for letting Sei run rampant? And the Emperor is like, oh, fuck, was it me? And Denki is like, no, you fucking idiot. It's Ryumon. It's Ryumon. He's the bad one.
It's so wild how inept. I mean, it makes sense because he's, basically an industry plant.
By Denki, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in reality, he is at fault, really, because, I mean, he's the leader of the nation and all the decisions should be coming from him, even though they're obviously coming from Denki. But he isn't off by saying it was his fault, but he's saying it in the way of like, I don't know what's going on versus
right.
I'm a terrible leader, which he also is. But
yes, 100%. Hundo piece.
I will give it to the Emp. He does redeem a little bit next episode. I'll just throw that out
cool.
there.
Hell yeah. I like that.
But Denki continues and says, Ryumon abandoned the 30,000 soldiers in Kanazawa and fled to Fukui and left our castles vacant for Sei to occupy. And if that isn't dumb, then I don't know what is. And he winks to the crowd, and all the Taira guys start laughing, and he says Ryumon isn't fit to be a general. Aoteru thinks that Denki summoned him to learn about Ryumon's plan, and then to crush it in front of the Emperor's eyes. And Aoteru thinks about how he is going to break through the situation. Emperor is like, well, who's going to replace Ryumon? And a Taira lady steps out and is like, Denki, of course. And Denki says he will dispatch a relief force to the front at once, and he'll crush Sei. And the peanut gallery is like, yeah, Denki.
Yeah, that's so sick, dude. Denki's so sick, dude.
Yeah,
look at this guy. He's so cool. He's so cool. Gosh, he's like so hot and handsome, and he's so smart. He's so cool. Please don't kill me.
The Emperor is like, well, okay, I guess so. But Aoteru interrupts and says he respectfully disagrees with appointing Denki and sending forces. And everyone is like, oh shit, Aoteru's guaranteed dead. But the Taira lady is like, stop wasting time. And Aoteru is like, no, because there's no time. We should deliberate carefully to reach the best course of action. And she's like, nope, Denki is best course of action. Oops, I forgot that you abuse your power, Aoteru. And everyone laughs. And Aoteru also laughs too. And they're like, what the fuck? Aoteru calls the girl a frog, and then Denki laughs. And Aoteru says he doesn't elevate his own name, he elevates the law itself. And for a frog girl like you to accept such unfounded rumors and then argue them in front of the Emperor, it's inappropriate. Denki is like, okay, fucking lady, go sit back down.
Like, you embarrassed me. That was stupid, lady. Your dumb opinion. God. Women. Am I right,
Am I
guys?
right? And then everyone's like, yeah, 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 yeah. But Denki's like, them's fighting words, Aoteru. So let's hear who should lead the reinforcements. And Aoteru is like, no one. We shouldn't send reinforcements at all. And Denki is like, why the fuck are you here then? And Aoteru says he wants to request a withdrawal. And everyone is like, what the fuck? And then that's how episode 10 ends.
I love it. I love it. I love the chess. I love the wonderful ridiculousness of Aoteru becoming the new Kaku. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, he's like turning into Gojo right now. He's using blue, and then he's going to use red, and then he's going to use purple.
By the way, I just want you, since we've now talked about Nippon Sangoku, about to move on to Astoria, I started watching a really nice show, Greg, that you might like.
Do tell.
I watched the first episode of My Dress Up Darling.
Tell me more. I don't know anything about that show. Please continue.
I know you watched it already. But I'm saying I watched the first episode and I liked it.
I think you will like it.
Yeah, I 100% will.
Yeah, I think you will definitely like it. I personally believe season 1 is stronger than season 2, but I'm interested to see what season 3 has in store for our boy Gojo.
You said Gojo, and that's what made me think of it, by the way. I didn't instantly go to JJK Gojo, which is crazy. All right, so, do I have any? Oh, no, it's fucking, this show. Did I do it out of order? Do we normally watch the story a second?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's all right. Just kind of use those gaming fingers of yours and take me on a ride.
Gonna take you for a ride.
All right, you ready?
What's the character select screen for that game I just referenced, Greg?
I don't know.
Come on. There's no way.
I don't know. Riots
Nope.
2XKO.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, shut up. Greg.
Maybe it's Skullgirls.
Greg,
or maybe
come on, man.
King of Fighters.
No.
Maybe Guilty Gear.
Dude, how are you dancing around this on purpose so hard?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Samurai Showdown.
What is the most popular American fighting game in world history?
Double Dragon.
Damn it, Greg. One more guess, Greg.
All right. I'll make it a good one. Contra.
Fighting game, Greg. Fighting game, Greg.
You fight the forces of evil in Contra.
God damn it. It's fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2, man.
Oh, man. I didn't get it. Oh, no.
I think you did, and you just didn't want to say it. Anyways.
No, don't choose Cyclops, Cable, and Iron Man, and then Viper
Beam.
Optic Blast. All right, let's keep going.
Dude, okay, real quick. I do want to say Cyclops came out in Marvel Rivals and looks fucking so sick, dude. That character looks insane. Also, the Shion character they're going to release for Overwatch looks disgusting. Like, insane. Did you see Shion?
I've retired Overwatch. I'm never going to play it again.
Yeah, but did you see the character?
No, I didn't.
I'm probably never going to play Overwatch again either. But Shion fucking, like, her shift, she pulls out a motorcycle and you ride a motorcycle around and you can jump in the air. She like jumps on the back of the motorcycle like a skateboard and she can kick it into the fucking opponents. It's the best.
What? So they just put Wario inside of Overwatch?
Basically. Yeah, but she's like,
she's gonna waft him?
Dude, I don't think she's wafting.
I think that might be her ult.
No, her ult is like Genji where she spins. Maybe she farts when she spins and shoots. Okay, let's fucking